Well, welcome back to youtube.com/snapbolt. And after a little break, I'm back with another video here. I got a Pioneer League for you. And before I get too much into this deck, I'll go over a quick deck tag in a second. But I just wanted to say I've been out for a little while, haven't made much content. I was preparing for the PT. I played in PT2. I played Bant Ramp, and I ended up doing pretty well. I went 5-4 on the first day, so I barely snuck into day 2, but I went X1 on day 2 for a 10-5 finish in 34th place. So I was pretty happy with that result. Could have done a little bit better. I wish I had the 11-4 in order to qualify for the PT finals, but 10-5, I'll still have to take that. I was pretty happy with the list I played. It was just a fairly standard Bant Ramp deck, and I thought it was pretty well positioned. That was a lot of fun, and just on that note, I had a really good time. I want to get into making more content, and I have plans to start streaming real soon. I have equipment coming in the mail, so I should get that set up real soon. I can't wait. Hopefully anybody watching this video will want to join me. I'll be on Twitch. I'll put more information on the channel once it becomes available. But with that being said, let's get right into this. This is a Pioneer League. And I thought this would be kind of fun just because in GP Phoenix, I used blue-black inverter to qualify for the PT, and I top 8'd with that. And during that tournament, I was thinking, why don't we just play Teferi Time Raveler in this deck too? I know you have to splash for it, but this card is so powerful, and it just protects the combo like better than anything. So that's what I'm going to be playing here today. So blue-black inverter, splashing Teferi, and Teferi. So the deck is real close to a standard blue-black inverter, so I'm not playing Jace Vryn's Prodigy just because I don't really like to play that card and then just have it just die for no value. So I'm trying without that card, but we're playing 4 Opt, 4 Push, 4 Thoughtseize, and then 3 Oracle, which is pretty standard these days, 2 Censor, which I'll talk a little more about in a second, a couple Downfalls to answer, getting into the trials, and just whatever else. 4 Jace, because I think this card's great. 4 Inverter, 1 Teferi Hero. We can't take advantage of the untap that well, but I still think this card is just very good overall. And 4 Dig. I think you cannot go 3 Dig. I think you need 4. I actually built this version, built this deck slightly different at first. I had like Dovin's Veto and Supreme Verdict main. But look, if we play like Jace, Inverter, and Supreme Verdict, that's just so many 4s. So I thought the deck was just going to be too clunky. So instead, I'm playing Censor. Basically, like I think it's worse than Veto, but I do need a card that like another card that's like 1 mana draw card. So kind of playing Censor as a bad opt with upside, in just basically hard casting Censor. But I think most of the time we are going to cycle it. We'll see. I think this card's fine, but yeah, I wish there was like more cheap cycling to get Dig Through Time going that was good. I guess just that's pretty straightforward as far as the main deck. Our mana might be a little rough. We'll see. I'm not even sure if the mana base is built correctly. Not sure if we have like enough black and white sources, but we have a fair amount of blue sources because most of the lands do produce blue. But in the sideboard, just trip Mystical, trip Veto, a Brazen Bar to bounce whatever, double Narset for the Mirror and other control decks, a couple of Brutalities, mostly against just like burn and aggressive decks, I think. There's not that great, like, there's not really a good, like, white life gain spell that I want to play that I know of. I don't think Authority of the Council is actually that good. If you all know of any other good spell I should play against, like, burn or aggro, let me know. And then a couple Damping Spheres against Breach and whatever else, and a couple Verdicts that we probably won't be able to cast with our mana base. But I'll try. And that's the deck. Pretty excited to try this one out. Let's go round 1. Alright, welcome to round 1 against Munin 40, and let's get this going. Keep this hand. This hand's not perfect, but looks like we're probably up against the Mirror, most likely. This hand's not terrible. Just going to leave Watery Grave, Thoughtseize. Could leave tap land and then Thoughtseize next turn, but I think I want to Thoughtseize right now. This is likely the Mirror. The life total probably doesn't matter. Oh, is this just Oh, this looks like it might just be Esper control. Alright, I'm just going to take the Planeswalker, I think. I don't want him to get value. He can have a Syncopate. He can counter one of our threats. It's fine. Okay. Interesting. Syncopate, Field of Ruin, bunch of lands. Okay. Another Hero's Downfall. It's actually not a bad draw considering the matchup. I could have actually I should have played a Fabled Passage there because I need to T3 Hero's Downfall potentially, but now I can't unless I draw another land. Probably should have played Fabled Passage there also considering Dig Through Time, but that's likely irrelevant. Temple, Scry to the top. A lot of people don't like this. They say it takes up too much space on the side, but I think it just provides too much information where if you don't have it there, it's just kind of annoying to be checking it all the time. So I do like to play with this text. So sorry if that bothers you. Alright, Drown Catacombs. I'm going to play this just so I have Downfall up on his end step. So we know he still has those 4 cards in a blank in hand. Okay, Sunken Hollow. So it looks like just blue-black control. Maybe this is still Inverter, just like a more controlling version of it. I'm not really sure. There's an Inverter for us. Could just get that syncopated in order to just jam to Fairy next turn. Oh no, I can't even really play the Inverter because then he can just not counter it, and then we're kind of screwed. I'm just not going to do that. I'm just going to play land and pass. See if he Field of Ruins us. It's fine if he does. Hitting our Godless Shrine. So we're going to have 2, 3 cards in the graveyard. Could just fire off a Dig right now because he can't counter it. I think I'm going to do that. Float white. Wait, we got to stop on our own end step here. Right. We'll just get a Plains. Then I'll Fabled Passage. He gets an island. So he can syncopate right now. I mean, we know 3 out of the 5 cards. Like if I dig and he syncopates and then untaps and slams a Planeswalker, it's not the end of the world. I have double Downfall. I think I am still going to do this. We just get to use this like extra free mana. We're probably going to get got by syncopate at some point anyway. Okay. We still got to exile a graveyard and trade for a syncopate. So that's not too bad. Another Jace Architect. Interesting. Wow. Take inventory. That seems to be going pretty deep. If I just give him Hero's Downfall and take inventory, that's pretty good. Maybe I just put Hero's Downfall by itself and then play Teferi and minus target the Jace. Then he'll probably play Narset and I can downfall it and then start plussing Teferi. Alright, I'll try for this line. I'm assuming he's going to take the Narset plus take inventory. Wow, so he's just a super controlling deck. Yes. Oh, he took Hero's Downfall. Wow. That's surprising. Let's see. So I can Teferi plus, and then he can cash in his Jace if he wants. Can also just downfall the Jace right now. This is actually pretty tough. I mean, this is probably going to get killed regardless. I'm just going to resolve the fairy while I can. That way I make sure to get a 2-for-1. Now I'll plus another inverter. End step, untap 2 lands. And I don't want to stop on my end step anymore. If he cashes in this Jace, it's probably worse for me, but maybe not. I mean, he's probably going to keep it around. He's probably also just going to kill my Teferi right now, is my guess. Okay, now we just know Hero's Downfall in his hand. Just going to plan on opting end of turn here. I'm shocked that he took the Hero's Downfall. Maybe he's thinking that he really needs it. Hero's Downfall, the Teferi, sure. See what he does with the Jace. He pluses it. That's good for us. And then cast a take inventory, sure, draw a card. Take inventory, huh? That's pretty bold. Jace? Yeah, I want Jace. Put that on top. Hallowed Fountain. I only have triple black. But I do want to kill his Jace right now. And then I'm just going to play this tapped and pass. We seem to be in a pretty good position here. Double inverter plus a Jace. Can't really just go for the combo yet. Definitely need more protection. But I can start by just slamming a Jace, which I'm gonna do. I could start with opt actually. I'm used to the arena hotkeys now. Yeah, I'll start with opt. Bottom of land. Just want more gas. Now I'll slam Jace. This resolves. It's just so incredibly good for us, and if it doesn't resolve, at least we get a counter out of his hand. Another syncopate. Okay. Pass the turn. Syncopate's actually surprisingly pretty good against us because that Jace going to the graveyard would have been way better for us. Another inverter. I don't think I can go for the inverter beats yet. I'd make this my library. I don't think that's big enough. I think I'll just pass. Opponent's not really doing much here either. Problem is if they start drawing more take inventories now, it's actually bad for us. What an interesting deck from our opponent, jeez. Is it just straight blue-white control without inverter to win? Or is it just a weird inverter deck? I mean, we're kind of a weird inverter deck here. Syncopate, just an interesting include. Oh man, just getting flooded. Gotta find some more digs, some Teferi, some Jaces, just anything really. Any gas. Both of us are probably just drawing all of our creature removal here. Speak of. Just gonna keep passing, not gonna play these inverters. I think it's just too risky. Yeah, I could start looping them, but I just don't think I can really risk going for it yet. I don't think I need to. Alright, there's a Jace. I feel like it's probably just going to get countered. I don't think there's anything I can really do about that. Just gonna go for it. Confirm suspicions. Okay, we're just getting played here. At least that goes to the graveyard now. So now I'm gonna inverter. I can't wait forever now because he fucking confirms suspicion. That is so deep. If this inverter gets countered, it's actually okay. Okay. Got plenty more where that came from. Confirm suspicion. Jesus. I mean, that's gonna kill us. Probably just gonna keep jamming inverters. Sensor. Alright, I'll start by cycling this. Watery Grave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, 8. Just start by jamming inverter. I can jam another inverter here. Well, I just wanted to face some cool decks. Excuse me. And it feels like we're accomplishing that at least. I feel like this matchup should be good for us. Like, if we draw more Thoughtseizes, it's really nice. We have triple Dovin's Veto, triple Mystical post board. Okay. So this inverter resolved. That's good. I should have looked more closely at what our library would become, but we have a Teferi, we have a Downfall, we have a Censor, we have a Fabled Passage, we do have a Jace. He's cracking clues, okay. And then, oh, he gets to crack a clue and Fatal Push that? Okay. Well, I can start looping inverters. If I draw Jace, I can also just go for the win. Although I'm probably dead here. You can probably just counter this Jace. Okay, there's Jace. Do I go for inverter first? No. First I go for Jace, because if this gets countered and not exiled, then I play inverter. Definitely. Okay. We figured it out, sort of. Play Jace. If it gets countered and not exiled, then we could play another inverter and put it back in again. And then just keep jamming it. And then we have another inverter. Mission briefing confirms suspicion. Oh, hopefully he doesn't syncopate. If he does, then we're just dead. Ritual of Soot. Yeah, he targeted confirm suspicion. He wants the cards. That could allow us to win. So now I go inverter. If this gets countered, now I think we lose. Kind of expecting this to resolve. Yeah, okay. So now our library is Jace and inverter. So if we draw Jace, definitely just going to slam it. And if I draw inverter, I'm not going to play anything. Cracked a clue. So we definitely want to draw Jace next turn. That would be ideal. If he doesn't have a counterspell for Jace, which he probably does, but if he doesn't, then we win. And if we draw Jace, we go target him, and it resolves. We go target him, mill 2, and then plus draw our inverter. And then if Jace gets killed in response, we don't mill out. We drew the inverter. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's attack and pass. Now we're dead, because now he gets to draw 3 more cards, so the likelihood that he has a counterspell now is super high. Wow, confirmed suspicion. Wonder if his win con is just like Jace Architect or something. Or whatever. Oh, is it Shark Typhoon? Oh, pull from tomorrow. This guy's just going so deep. I think we're going to be just so heavily favored post-board. We're 100% dead here. But I'm going to keep trying. He didn't even crack a clue. So I just have to go Jace next turn. And then if it doesn't get syncopated, I can play another inverter and put Jace back on top of my library. Castle Vantress, sure. I just don't know why you would play blue-black control and not play the inverter combo. I think it's really good. I guess he could just be having fun, or maybe he thinks this is good too. Maybe he thinks he's favored because he doesn't ever have to go for the combo, and he can just play all control cards. Just confirm suspicion, pull for tomorrow, mission briefing. Like, these aren't good cards. Jace is fine, syncopate's fine, but a lot of his other cards are just super clunky. Field, Ritual of Soot, Watery Grave. Okay, so I'm going to attack and then try to play a Jace. And we have 4 Teferi in this matchup too. Okay. Then I slam Jace. I'm assuming this will even just get exiled. I guess he's gonna try to kill it in response. There's nothing I can do because if I just wait and then he kills it end of turn, we still lose. So might as well go for it. It's just gonna get downfalled though. Yep. Alright, I think we get to see 2 more cards. Sinister Sabotage Temple. Okay. I mean, he could bring in like Pack Rat or something, but I'm not going to count on that. I think he's just all in on the control game. I don't even think I need Brazen Bar. I think I want all these. Don't want push. Can even like trim on some of these combo pieces. And maybe Censor is just worse than these other counters and stuff. Yeah, this looks good. Trimming on the combo just because if they like bring in like Unmoored Ego effects and stuff, I think you just want less of that. Our only way to win through that is Jace or Teferi, but those are 2 good ways to win. If they go Unmoored Ego named Jace Wielder of Mysteries, it's actually kind of annoying. Trip Veto, Trip Dispute. It's just so huge. We have Thoughtseize, we have Teferi, Downfall. We have like everything you could possibly want for this matchup. Yep. Keep. I can't believe, okay, now I'm going to lead Fabled Pass. Oh no. I want to lead Fabled Passage for Swamp, but then I won't have Veto up. I think that's fine. I don't think I'm vetoing anything early. Just going to do this. Just plan on not casting a T2 veto no matter what. I think that's totally fine. We'll see if we get punished. If he just plays like a T2, take inventory, that's great for us. Looks like we are not that lucky. Ooh, Mystical is a good one. decide if I even want to play anything. I think I'm just going to jam Narset. Could just not play anything though, but I have a lot of stuff to jam. So get countered almost assuredly. Yeah. Negate. Okay. Now if I draw a land, then I have Teferi plus Mystical up, which just should be insanely good. Narset? Sure. If I had more lands, I wouldn't have jammed there. Narset is still really annoying. I wanted a third one in the sideboard. Probably should have one. I just thought that if I don't jam, then he's not going to jam, and he'll probably keep hitting land drops. And then that's really bad for me. Yeah, I'm just going to fetch for an island. I know I might need double black, but I don't think I'll need it yet, and I'd rather have a bunch of blue sources. So just go Teferi plus. I have Mystical up, which can't be responded to, which is nice. Teferi, pretty good. Soon we can dig through time. Yep, minus Narset. Alright, there's another take inventory. Alright, gonna let the first one resolve. I'll probably counter the second one if he casts it here. I mean, I could not, but I do want to put another card in my graveyard, and I don't want him to just draw Infinite, so I'll counter the draw 2-1. I can dig through time through this Narset, which is nice. Don't want to do it right now, though. I'd rather leave up Veto plus Dispute here. See if he just tries to jam like an Ashiok or something. If he doesn't play anything, and then I'll just end up turn dig, and he can't do anything about it. Jeez. Alright, I'll Mystical this. Still allows me to dig through time. Teferi, pretty insane. Alright, let's dig. Alright. There's a lot of good cards here. Veto and Jace are the most appealing, but I think I want another land as well. I think I do need this Jace. I think I can take Jace plus land and then not play the land yet. Or not play the Jace yet, excuse me. I would want to take Jace and Veto. Maybe I can just do that? No, that's just too greedy, I think. Just take land plus Jace. I need to hit like, or I want to hit like multiple land drops. Well, now I can actually... It's going to say I can play Jace. But then it just dies to a removal spell. Alright, just going to play this tapped. I wonder if I could have played Inverter there, gone down to one card. I think that's just too risky. I think I'm just going to leave up Veto and pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't think Shocking there is good either. I don't want to play Inverter yet. Like, does he not have Dig Through Time in his deck? He's just playing Take Inventory instead? I don't understand. Dig Through Time is so good. It's not banned yet. Why wouldn't you want to play it? Hero's Downfall the Teferi. Alright, well I'm just going to veto this. Sorry if you all can hear that helicopter flying over. I just always seem to get helicopters flying over my house at the worst possible times. It's like insane. Another Jace. Alright. I know I can't plus this Jace into a Narset. Let's see, if I go Inverter now, my library becomes Veto and Dig. My hand is Jace. And he has to kill Teferi. I can't even draw an additional card though. But I will have an Inverter in play that can kill the Narset. I think that's just too risky. I think I can just jam Jace. Start milling him. Yeah. Can't counter this. So it's plus Teferi, plus Jace. I'll target him. Nope. Or no. I want to mill myself because I have Dig Through Time. For sure. Okay, and I don't draw because of Narset. And then I pass. Want to hit more land drops still. Temple, sure. Hopefully his hand is just like 4 counter spells. I'm assuming that it is. Teferi, pretty good. Another Teferi, sweet. Just plus Jace, target ourselves. And then I can cast Dig Through Time. Right now, because I want to hit more lands. Exiling the graveyard is totally fine. Alright, Thassa's Oracle and land seems like the take, because that's really close to winning next. I mean, that's just a win next turn, right? So I just take Drown Catacombs. Thassa's Oracle. I mean, I could take Hero's Downfall, but I don't even think I care about that. Any order, land, plus Teferi. Now he has to deal with this Teferi on his turn, or he just dies to the combo. Scrying, sure. So he can play like a Hero's Downfall on his turn on Teferi, but then we just jam another Teferi. Two card on top. Wow. I mean, he might have an answer for this Teferi here. Another Downfall on Teferi. Okay. He had it. And Shock. Interesting. So he's trying to leave up some counter spells. So now I just jam a Teferi. Oh man, I needed to play Drown Catacombs to play around Syncopate. That was a huge punt. Looks like this is probably just getting... Okay, yeah. I was going to say dissolved, but Sinister Sabotaged. You left a card on top. Okay, I'll mill that. This mission briefing. Okay, do I just play Inverter now? Yeah, I think I do. So then I have 2 Teferis left in my deck to protect. And he only has 2 cards in hand. Oh no, Syncopate. Oh my god. Brutal. Okay. Well, he's got 1 card. We have a Jace on 7, but he has a Narset sitting there. Could have taken the Hero's Downfall, but he found his downfall just in time. Now we can't really do anything. This ult literally doesn't do anything. Just gonna keep trying to plus target him, I guess. Do I want to play this Thassa's Oracle? I feel like yes, actually. Maybe I should have played this earlier because, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can do it for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it doesn't matter. I was thinking if I could play around another Syncopate, but I can't. So now I just play this in order to pressure the Narset. I maybe should have done this earlier, but I really thought I had this game locked up. Found the downfall just in time. Confirm suspicions. Damn. All I can do is just keep million for 2 with this Jace. That's what I'm going to try to do. Thought Erasure? Sure. Does he not have Thoughtseize as well? Is he just like a budget deck? You left a card on top, but oh, you can draw it with Clue. Play a Jace. Oh, take inventory, draw 3. Okay. I think we're just dead to that in our set. Tapping out in the early game might have just cost me the match. Feels pretty bad to lose to that deck. Double confirm suspicion. That's pretty bad. Another Narset, sure. So if I draw Hero's Downfall this turn. Nope. Feel like I'm super dead here. Third Hero's Downfall, wow. Felt like this matchup was great. I think I might have just messed it up. Now he has Mission Briefing, take inventory, okay. I really want to concede, but I guess I'll just keep playing for now. If he shows me a way to win, then I'll concede. Still a fun match. I do think I messed it up. I wasn't that scared of the Narset. I thought we had it like perfectly set up. Oh, Elixir, that's his way to win. Wow. I feel like our opponent's deck is not good, and I feel like I would win this match most of the time, but that's okay. Opponent got us. I can just keep castling here. Just go for this. I don't think it's getting better. Okay, I think he has a Mission Briefing in hand still. It's just interesting that he just cracked the Elixir right away. Jace. Jace plus, okay. We have a Jace. I wonder if we had milled Elixir, if he just would have milled out. Maybe. I don't know if Jace could get there. Okay. Alright, I think I'm just willing to concede at this point. Don't think I have any way to win now. And I feel like just nothing's going to resolve for the rest of the game. GG's opponent. Got us good there. Man, that felt real bad. This is like why I wanted Teferi and Veto and stuff in the deck. I think I just misplayed. Let's go around here, see if we can turn it around. Alright, 0-1 here with Esper Inverter. And we're on the play against Azax. Let's get him. Come on, let's do this. Keep this hand. This hand looks great. He mulligans to 6. I kind of want to get a white source with this Fabled Passage, but then it's kind of rough on these Drowned Catacombs. Still think I'm just going to do it right now. I think this is the line. Next turn I can either play Drowned Catacombs, but I probably play Swamp into Drowned Catacombs. Okay, looks like we're against actual Inverter this time, most likely. Fatal Push, Opt, and lands. Okay. Didn't want to opt. It's fine too. I might be able to just go for the T4 Inverter this time. Wow, and he played the land that we didn't know about. So interesting. Alright, I'll just leave up Downfall painlessly. Oh man, it's so tempting just to slam Inverter on 4 and then go for the win. I guess I would still die to Fatal Push then. I would need to wait till 0 cards in library. Just playing Thassa's Oracle, sure. You played the Drowned Catacombs. Okay. Don't think I'm going to downfall that. So you put a card on top. So put a card on top, but we know all the cards in his hand. Fatal Push. So if I go land Inverter, this becomes my library. Next turn I draw 1 card. But I can't play around this Fatal Push, so I need to fade Thoughtseize for a couple, or Counterspell for a couple turns. For the card on top, can't be either of those. Yeah, it's just like I can't go for it. That sucks. I think I'm just gonna go Catacombs. Just gonna push this now. I don't think push is like getting any better. Then I'll pass. Jace, okay. We still know his hand is Island, Island, push. So I'm just going to downfall this now. Wonder if I should have just gone for it. I think it was just felt too risky, and I feel like I'm in a good spot. Opt. Could play Inverter and then play Opt. My Inverter will die to push. Then his hand is Island, Island, and he's drawing blanks off the top. So now if I go Inverter, Opt, I'll have 3 cards left in library. Then he has to draw a Thoughtseize or a... No, because the push still stops this Oracle. Okay. Just going to Opt right now. Bottom. Let's Opt again. Bottom. Okay, not ideal. Cracking Fabled Passage. Also, I think that's probably a mistake. Because now he cannot kill this Inverter if I decide to play it. And he drew a Jace. Plus target himself. Okay, to Fairy. Oh man. Alright, so now if I play Inverter, my library becomes 6 cards. And this hand is Push Island blank. But he gets 2 draw steps next turn. But I do need to pressure this Jace somehow anyway, so Alright. He just found Jace before we did. Opt, downfall, push, Thoughtseize, Fabled Passage. Okay. Getting this Teferi down would be really nice. And if he doesn't have an answer to this, we get to kill the Jace. Dig through time, opt. Glad he didn't draw that dig. Swamp, okay. So we know push an island. Cling to dust, target Fabled Passage to draw a card. Okay. Most inverted decks are playing one Cling to Dust right now. Hero's Downfall. Alright, I'll start by attacking Jace. Try to take that out. Looks like we do. Now I'll play Teferi. Assume this is going to resolve. Fatal push target inverter. Sure. Censor. 4 mana. Thassa's Intervention. Oh, dig through time. This is just dig through time. Oh, Cling to Dust. Targeting his own opt. Oh, Cling to Dust. Oh, yeah. You know, I never really considered how good the escape is with this card. I definitely should have one in the deck. That does seem really nice because just having this card that you can repeatedly exile your entire graveyard seems so good. Yeah. Well, now we know. We're learning. So he draws a card with Cling to Dust. And I can plus. I mean, I can minus to draw a card, but then I go to 4, and I can't quite win right now. I still think I minus. No target. Wait. What if I go play Thassa's Oracle and then minus target Thassa's Oracle? I mean, that shows them that we have it. But I get to scry 3. No, because I can draw the Thoughtseize, right? Opt. Just opt. Let's put on top. And pass the turn. So I need to not get Thoughtseized here. Other than that, I think I'm okay. Hero's Downfall to Teferi. Okay. Jace, sure. And Thassa's Oracle. Okay. So now we win. Whew, made us sweat that one. Because now I get to go opt, draw to 2, then I draw down to 1, then I Thassa's Oracle, and he's tapped out. So it looks good. Just go through the motions. Sure, I'll see his last card. Island. And Thassa's Oracle. Sweet. I'll put it on bottom. Well, I guess I put it on top. Whew. Wonder if I should have more tech for the mirror, but I think I have a lot. I think I'm going to sideboard the same way. I guess I want Brazen Bar too. I can pressure Narsets or I can bounce them. He does have Jace. I think I can just maybe allow that and try to either mystical it or Thoughtseize it. This seems pretty tough to be able to resolve. These sensors can probably come out again. I guess I can cut like do this again. I like it. Just have more like counter spells, a little bit less of the combo. When I was playing the deck back in GP Phoenix, I wasn't really ever siding out Inverter that much, and a lot of other people were, and I didn't really like to do that, but I'm trying it here. Swamp Pass, okay. Let's go Watery Grave, Shock Pass. Plan on opting end of turn. Looks like he probably has Mystical Dispute or just... Oh, Pack Rat. Okay. I've been able to beat Pack Rats fairly often when I've played the mirror match before. Veto, not right now. Wait, there's a Fabled Passage. Interesting. I think I'll just Shock, Pass. I can like Teferi, bounce a token. He's just gonna play land pass here, most likely. Does he not have a third land? Guess not. Alright, well now I can just kill the Pack Rat if I want. Which I think I do want to. Wow, Mystical is actually nice. Yeah, so now my plan is to go Downfall Pack Rat right now. He gets to loot once. Then I'm going to go Teferi with Mystical back up, bounce Jace, and if all goes well, I'll get to counter that Jace on the way back down. But I'll just start by downfalling this right now. Now that we know about Pack Rat, we can leave in more pushes, especially he left in Pack Rat and Jace. It's like he might side out Pack Rat for game 3 and try to mind game us, but I doubt it. What did he, oh, he targeted the downfall with the Cling to Dust? Sure. Wow, he almost flipped that. No land for our opponent. Okay. I think I can just shock even. I mean, I guess I can just plains. I guess there's no reason at all to shock. Just go plains to Teferi. Bounce this. Plan on mysticaling it on the way back down, and then he won't be able to respond because we have Teferi. Then we also have Veto. So him missing land drops is just massive. Yeah, now I just counter this. We do need to find some gas at some point. Screw often beats Flood, but as long as we draw something. Don't think that's it, although I think I might need to just play it to find gas. I'm gonna do it. If I just find like a Jace, I can just win with that. Oh, dig. Yeah, dig should be good enough. Let's put dig on top, play Glacial Fortress, and pass. We have Veto up. Next turn we're drawing dig. Yeah, him missing the third land drop there was just awful for him. Wonder if he'll just try to jam a Narset here. Just not going to play anything. Okay. I mean, we can resolve this dig whenever we want. I'll have 3 cards in the yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Just gonna play Fabled Passage plus Teferi, attack for 1, pass the turn. You can't play anything right now because of Teferi, which we know. So I'll just leave up Veto. And if I get to cast Veto, then I can also cast Dig Through Time. Thoughtseize. I'll veto that. And now I get to dig. So Thought Erasure. Oh, this is his own Dig Through Time. Okay. I mean, I still get to dig as well. So I might be able to just dig into the combo now. Still has Cling to Dust in the yard as well. Yeah, Cling to Dust should definitely be in my list. Fatal Push that. Okay, now I need to decide if I want to leave the Oracle in the yard, and I think I do. Because that way if I exile everything else and then I find an inverter, I can inverter, put back the Thassa's Oracle, then Teferi, draw it, and then win. So this is actually a bad play from him, I think. Because now if we just have one of the 3 inverters in the top 7, we win. So we'll go Dig Through Time, leaving the Thassa's Oracle in the yard. Didn't find the inverter yet, but we did find Jace and Veto. So we're just resigned to Esper Control here. Okay, Thoughtseize. Can actually Thoughtseize them on upkeep. So I'll just do that. Play Jace plus, and then I can also have Veto up. Kind of want to mill him here. Could unlock more Dig Through Times for him though. Alright, I'll just mill myself. Not in like a rush to win. Just shock this in. Plus Teferi. Stop on his upkeep for a Thoughtseize. Or no, I need to stop on his draw step. Thoughtseize you. Downfall, Jace, mystical, dig. I can counter like anything he does. I think I just want to take dig. Then he can only play 1 spell, and I can just counter it. Yeah, I'll just take dig. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this swamp is not in his hand. Downfall the Jace. Okay, so I'll just veto. Fabled Passage and 1 downfall down. Did you just concede or am I just frozen? Yeah, I just conceded. Okay, let's see what we're going to draw. So we could draw for Jace, and then we could draw with the Teferi, then we could opt as well. And then we also dig, so we get to look at 7 more cards. We actually don't find Inverter, but I think we probably find enough because we found a mystical. Maybe not. I mean, that wasn't very good. But yeah, he was still in a really bad spot. He doesn't do anything else that turn, and then he just tries to like untap and play another downfall into nothing. And then we just mystical it. And yeah, we had that one. All right, 1 and 1. That functioned a little more like I was expecting. The Teferi did work in the mirror there, and let's go round 3. All right, 1 and 1 here with Esper Inverter. What is his name? Cuthbert birth the cat. Okay. We're on the play, super lucky. And I think this hand's keepable. Oh, Yorion. At least we can hit land drops here. Let's see if this is just like a Yorion control deck or Yorion inverter or what. No need to rep anything, just get our tap lands in without taking damage. Next turn I will probably play Swamp though. Castle Vantress, huh? Ooh, Teferi. Do I want to just jam? I think so. Does he have Censor? Ugh. I mean, he had an 80 card deck. I was like, I don't know how many 2-mana counters he has. I'm going. I went for it. Got punished. Teferi. Okay. Plus. Come on, plus. Ah. He made the smart play. Okay, well, I'm just going to slam Jace, actually. It is pretty bad if he gets to like have Teferi control, but I have double downfall, and I get to draw a card here. How can I pass up drawing a card? Plus this Teferi. So it looks like we're just up against blue-white Yorion control. We're up against all the slow matchups. It's not that I don't mind playing like control mirrors. It's just like sometimes I just enjoy playing like kind of the control deck against the aggro deck. It's probably my favorite matchup to face, actually. Alright, let's plus Jace. Just because you kind of have like control over the game, it doesn't go that long. It's just fun. Alright, do I want to fetch first? Can fetch and then opt? Sure. We have an inverter in the graveyard, so he knows what's up. Just get island. Go lead on opt. Maybe hit a Thoughtseize here. Censor. I'm gonna bottom that. I mean, he has a Teferi out, right? Try to play Teferi, I think. Absorb. Okay. Well, next turn I'm going to have to start going for the downfalls. Maybe I played the wrong land because I can't double downfall next turn. I'm misplaying all over the place here. Pluses with the fairy, and I assume he's just going to pass. Thoughtseize is great. Okay. Let's plus Jace, target ourselves. Another Jace is actually good. Let's just go land. Thoughtseize you. See if he has multiple counterspells for these downfalls. Which he likely does. Verdict, Omen, Dig Through Time, Hazorius Charm? Wow. So he could have fired off a Dig Through Time, but he chose not to. He'd rather like Omen of the Sea into a counterspell. I mean, Omen of the Sea Yorion is pretty good. Just don't know if it's good enough. I'm just going to take Dig. And then downfall this right now. So we know his hand is these 4 cards. I'm expecting a fetch into Omen of the Sea in response here. We again get to bring in 3 Mysticals, 3 Vetoes. It's a lot. He cast Omen. Bottom. Could be top. if he just wants to like have a good card for later, like another Teferi or maybe an Elspeth Conquers Death. One bottom, one top. I found just Omen of the Sun. Okay. It's interesting that he's playing it right now. Because now I can play this Thassa's Oracle if I want, which maybe I do want to. I mean, I'm not that close to winning. I always have this Jace as well. I'd rather protect my Jace from some soldiers. Get a little scry action. I get to put one card on top. Unfortunately, this is not scry, so I can't put like Inverter and Teferi. So we know his hand is Verdict, Azorius Charm, Plains, and he has Yorion in the side right now, which he has to pay 3 for. If I just Inverter, put all this stuff back, I feel like that's a little bit risky. I think I'm just going for Teferi here. Okay, drawing Teferi next turn. Fine with that. We have a Jace on 7. Is he going to draw with his Azorius Charm? Dig through time. Okay. So we top decked the dig. It's a pretty good top deck. Although we're drawing Teferi, we still have a Jace out, which is going up to 8. I think I'm going to keep milling myself. I don't think milling him is good. Oh wow, he's attacking Jace. Okay. Put Yorion into his hand. Okay, so we know he has Yorion. I think he played this Plains as well. Alright, let's Jace. I think I'm going to still mill myself here. Another Jace. Wow. One, two, three, four, five, 6 mana. And I can make an awkward play of Teferi bounce Omen. I can also just bounce his soldier here. I'm just going to do that, I think. Yeah, let's go Teferi, bounce soldier. Thoughtseize. Okay, I can Thoughtseize this Yorion now. Ooh, Shark Typhoon. That's a scary one, but I have Downfall for that. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Jeez. This hand looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess if he just taps out for Teferi, I just kill that too, and then he just draws a card. And if he Shark Typhoons, he draws a card, but I kill that too. Then I have my Planeswalkers still in play. I think the Yorion is just too much value. I think the other ones I can deal with. Sure, do I need to attack? I don't think I'm ever winning by damage. Don't think it matters. Okay, so Gyreet Sanitarium with the draw, so he probably has 4 Narsets in his deck. We know this is his hand. This Jace is threatening to ult pretty quick here. Oh man, I should have added some Shark Typhoons in my deck. Come on. I'm not up on the Pioneer game. I was even thinking about that before. I wanted to play this card in Pioneer. This card's sweet. This card is, like, the moment I read this card, I was like, this card is just so good. Just making waves in Standard, good in Pioneer. It's even good in Modern. Oh, he's casting Shark Typhoon right now. That is what I was not expecting. Wow. Okay. It's actually okay, I think. I mean, just pretty slow. The 4th Jace. Why? I don't need the 4th Jace. Come on. Another Teferi. Okay, I'm just gonna plus this Teferi, play another Teferi, and bounces NATO. By NATO, I mean Sharknado. So that's what I call it. Bounce NATO. Thoughtseize take NATO. And pass the turn. Next turn, I can alt Jace. Play another Jace if I want. Teferi, okay. I guess you can minus target this Jace. In which case I still get to play another Jace. Okay, let's see. Do I want to Azorius? I mean, do I want to downfall this? Because if I attack, I can force him to use his Azorius charm on my Thassa's Oracle. Oh no, he won't be able to because of Teferi. Okay, so I just let this resolve. He can't play spells. He can only play spells at sorcery speed. So no reason to waste this downfall. So let's just go attack Teferi. And then play another Jace and start plussing target myself. I mean, I think I can just mill myself out and win. Just play this tapped. Actually, I could play it untapped. Don't think my life total is really that relevant. I guess it doesn't leave up any more spells, so that was probably just wrong, but is what it is. Not the biggest deal. Azorius charm to draw, sure. Wonder if he has more Yorions in his main deck. Omen of the Sun, okay. Probably just gonna down or fatal push one of those right now. Definitely not gonna downfall any of those. Push one, and then just keep chasing. Plus this, target myself. Just play Watery Grave tapped. Pass the turn. Surprised he doesn't want to scry at all. Maybe he's waiting for another Yorion? Okay. So neither of us can play instants now. Bounces Omen of the Sea. Okay. Again, I can't play instants. Omen, sure. But I can do some tricky plays. Like I can even do stuff like downfall, soldier, attack Teferi, and kill it. One top, one bottom. Because I know he can't play anything at instant speed, and he can't even NATO here. Plains is gone. I actually don't have any more basics. Start by plussing Jace, target myself. Opt. Alright, I'll play Opt. Bottom. Just trying to play fast as well. Opt again. Top Teferi. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So I can go Teferi plus and downfall, soldier, and kill Teferi all in this turn. So that's the plan. Plus this. Go in, pay 2 life. Downfall this. Attack Teferi. And then play Teferi plus. Then I'm real close to winning. I have 14 cards left. I have Teferi control still. Draw a card, untap 2 lands. And this is looking pretty decent here. Scry 2 on upkeep. You got it. See what he does. 2 cards on bottom. That's a good sign for us. Now he's just passing into our Teferi Time Raveler, where he can't play any spells. Alright, I'm just going to... I wonder if he has NATO here. Still going to cycle. Drown Catacombs, okay. Inverter of Truth. I mean, I can get my entire graveyard back, but I don't really want to, honestly. Start with Teferi plus. Draw Fabled Passage. Jace, mill ourselves, draw 7 cards in library. Wonder if I can win right now. I think I can, because I have Teferi out. Opt. Bottom. There's a sensor. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can win here. Because I have 6 cards left and each of these draws 3. So let me just make sure I count my lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, I'm totally fine here. So I just go Jace. Oops. I have enough blue sources. Play another Jace. Keep the 1 on 4. Mill myself. Draw. And I guess just play a Thassa's Oracle now. Can't respond to it because of Teferi. The only thing he could respond with would be a NATO. Alright. Drew our deck there. Pretty sweet. I don't want Brutality in this matchup. I'm not having it for the duress effect. It's definitely not why I have it. Alright, up against Blue-White Control. These are gone. These are gone. Trim a little down on the combo like usual. What's the last cut? Maybe not bringing in Borrower. I mean, he's going to have 4 in our set though. Maybe Borrow is just not high impact enough. I guess he could have something like Gideon's Intervention or just annoying cards to stop us as well. I just don't know what else to cut. I mean, I can cut like another Thassa's Oracle, go down to 1. I guess I like that because I can just win with Jace. And I can just win by just like playing Planeswalkers like I did that game. I don't really need to combo that much. I just need to like counter all his stuff. Go even heavier. I like this actually. This looks good. Just set ourselves up for another long game here. Yeah, I was gonna say I think I submitted. Keep this hand. This hand looks great. Probably just gonna lead on Thoughtseize. Don't like this art on this Watery Grave, but it is what it is. Can kind of just play the long game by taking Dig through time, but Open to the Sea is still pretty good. If I don't take Dig or Omen, I'm taking like Cast Out or Absorb. It just seems so much worse. If I take Absorb, I might be able to resolve Narset. No, I'm just going to take Dig. You actually don't want to side out Thoughtseize in these matchups, I think, just because you can clear the way for your spells that you want to resolve by taking counter spells. So in a way, it's like a counter spell in and of itself. We just played a Castle Ardenvale. He has these 4 cards plus a blank. I guess I'm just going to play Hallowed Fountain tapped and then plan on end of turn opting. Don't think I'm in a rush to opt. If he wants to counter the opt, that's totally fine. I guess I should have shocked there because I could have opted into a Mystical Dispute. Yeah, I could have just played a Glacial Fortress as well. It's only relevant if it's literally Mystical Dispute. I guess another opt could be good to play as well, but it's only if I bottom a random card and then draw an opt. Let's opt. Well, there's opt. Could just even just top it. Just gonna bottom. Another opt. Okay. Just like my deck just wants to punish me for making that display. Another opt. Okay. Just gonna go Glacial Pass. Plan on end of turn double opting. Wow, just sacks Omen of the Sea to Scry right now. Does he want to hit lands? Put 2 cards on bottom. Just getting full value out of that Omen of the Sea there. Sure. There's Prairie Stream. Alright, let's opt. Can we find Mystical? Let's bottom an island. There it is. Okay. Now we should be able to resolve this Narset and a Thoughtseize. Wow. I think I do want Thoughtseize, but I'm probably not going to play it before Narset because he's just going to try to cast Absorb on Narset and then I'm going to Mystical it. Still think this is good enough. Fabled Passage. Alright, I'll just Fabled Passage for Swamp here. And then play Narset. And then Mystical the Absorb. Alright, everything is going according to plan so far. You can cast out the Narset, it's fine. Dig through time to Fairy. I guess just Dig is the best, right? Yeah, just Dig is just so good. Dig is like 2 of those other good cards gonna be in our hand, and we just get to exile our graveyard, which is good for us too. Elspeth conquers death. I mean, he doesn't have anything to return yet, but that is definitely annoying. Alright, I think I'm just going to go Island, Resolve, Dig right now. Alright. I think I want Thassa's Oracle and Mystical Dispute. Could also take Thassa's Oracle plus Jace. I already played a land this turn though. Dispute seems good to me. Yeah, I'm just going to go Thassa's Oracle, Dispute, and then I'm going to Thoughtseize him right now. Shark Typhoon. Alright, I'll take that. I mean, I can go for the win next turn. Oh no, maybe I should have taken Cast out, then I could have gone for the win. Oh, I can't even mystical here. So we know this is his hand, plus a random card. This Elspeth Conquers Death isn't going to get anything next turn. Ooh, Cycle Cast out. Okay. Prairie Stream. Unless I miscalculated. I think I just go for it. I'm going to try it. Island. Inverter. Then play Thassa's Oracle. Maybe this is wrong? Or maybe I'm not supposed to do it. Because you could just have a counterspell. Yeah, I'll just pass. Because I could draw Thoughtseize too. Could just win right here potentially. This just dies though, doesn't get anything back. So if I go Thassa's Oracle and it gets counterspelled, I lose. Alright, I'll wait. I don't know if that's right. I feel like I'm just second guessing myself a lot here. Probably didn't have anything. That being said, I'm still in a reasonable position. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. What did he go with that? One card on bottom, one card on top. Elspeth Conquers Death, doesn't get anything back. It's another card I considered for the sideboard, but ultimately decided against it. Alright, Narset's fine. Maybe that's what he kept on top. He's looking for a counterspell. Is this just going to be a concede here? Gideon of the Trials? Oh no. Oh, I can downfall it. Okay. We're fine. Whew. Plus, I can just attack it. So, not sure what that actually does. Got so scared for a second there. I was like, what? Okay, let's go combat. Attack Gideon of the Trials. Play a Thassa's Oracle with Dispute Up. I like waiting there. I mean, I'm pretty sure this worked out. Yeah. Sure, put it on top. Alright, beat blue at control. That, again, should be a good matchup for us. I think the first blue-black control deck, that crazy deck, should be a good matchup for us too, but I think we got pretty unlucky to lose to the Confirmed Suspicions deck. But nice, 2-1 now. Let's go round 4. I'll see you in round 4. Let's go. Alright, we're against John Sparrow. Yeah, it's a funny name. And we're going to keep this hand. One of each shock. Mana looks fine. We have the combo. We have a Thoughtseize. We have a Downfall. We're against the Mirror again? I just want to play against something else. Definitely going to Thoughtseize in. Okay, definitely not the Mirror. Against the Chromanticore, Gather the Pack. What is that? What's the card name? It's the black Delve card. I always lose to it. So I definitely don't want to take Chromanticore because that's the card they want in their graveyard. It's black Delve and it gains all the abilities of cards that it delved. So I could take Caryatid, but I think I just take Salvage. So this is 5. This is 5. Okay, they're kind of the same card. Guess I just take Gristly Salvage. Sure. Okay. At least we're not playing against the mirror, but this deck kind of just like is a solo deck. Like it just tries to not be interacted with and do its thing. Wow, gather the pack before Sylvan Carrier did. That's interesting. There's the Soul Flare. Okay. So you just snap take the Soul Flare. Deck is pretty dumb. Hate losing to that deck. You can't tell because now he's just going to get an indestructible Soul Flare and there's nothing I can do. So I'm probably just going to lose. I think my plan is now to try to turn 5 win, turn 4 Inverter without putting any more cards in the graveyard. And then, wait, what is this card? Double Strike Indestructible. I can create 1/1s. Okay. So 4/4 Double Strike Flying Indestructible Trampled Vigilance. Okay. So I actually might be okay here. So I can just play a tap land, then I can play an Inverter, plan on chumping. We know these are 2 cards in his hand. I think I might be able to win, honestly. Alright. Play this tapped. We're going to take 8. Then I'm going to play an Inverter, put Thoughtseize into my deck, and then go draw Thoughtseize, have 0 cards in library, go Thoughtseize, Thassa's Oracle. Carried? Sure. So I take 8. And unless he has a removal spell for this Inverter, I should... Oh, I thought I couldn't cast it for a second. Okay, I go to 6. Oh, do I just die to this? No. Because this just hits for 8, and I can block 6 of it. So yeah. Unless he has a removal spell for Inverter, I win. Which, I don't think that deck plays removal spells, so prove me wrong, John Sparrow. It's a play on Game of Thrones, Jon Snow, and Jack Sparrow. Yeah, so I just go chump Soul Flare here, and then draw my last card in library, play Thassa's Oracle, 0 cards in library, turn 5 win. Got him. Just conceded. I mean, I still certainly might lose to that deck, but oh man, I hate losing to that deck. Alright, I don't think Borrower does anything. Could even have Brutality. I don't even think Verdict does that much. Because a lot of times he has at least 4 or 5 things, or yeah, at least 5 or 6 things that make his permanents indestructible. I think I just take vetoes to try to counter his like mill spells. Alright, take out some of the slower stuff, I think, and try to combo quickly. Oh, but Fatal Push I don't think does anything either. No, sometimes they do have things that Fatal Push can target. Maybe I do like this. Maybe I want the Jace. Fatal Push seems really bad, actually. I can also just bring in Mystical Dispute against Soul Flare and just try to counter it. 3 mana, like Mana Leak. Doesn't seem terrible. Maybe Teferi's not even doing that much either. It's not protecting the combo, it's not bouncing the stuff. Oh man, Verdict is so bad. Also, everything's bad. I think Verdict is better because it's possible that he Soul Flares with Hexproof and not indestructible. In which case I do want Verdict. And again, I don't think Teferi does anything. At least Veto can counter his Grisly Salvage effects. That deck is so dumb because he found the Soul Flare there, but if you miss and you just don't find Soul Flare, you don't function at all. Alright, he mulligans. And this hand's actually close. I have Inverter, I have Fast Circle, all I need is more lands, and I have Fabled Passage for a tapped island and an Opt. I'm on the draw. I need to rip a couple lands though. I think I can just do better. Oh man, this is just worse. Just another one lander. I'm gonna mulligan this too. Just gonna go to 5. Just can't keep this. Our opponent mulls to 5 as well, so at least we're on an even 5-card game. Alright, definitely keep this. Probably put back Fabled Passage and an Opt. I think I actually want Mystical. I do want to try to counter Soul Flare. Especially on 5-card hands. Like, it's quite possible he just turn 3 Soul Flares or turn 4 Soul Flares or something and I just get to counter it. I do want as many lands as possible as well. Let's do this. Was pretty cool. We were able to win the first game there. We also don't even have Edict effects in the deck, which help in matchups like this. Alright. Just play this untapped. Plan on opting end of turn. Definitely glad I brought in the Mysticals. I think that's where I want to be. Alright, Grisly Salvage. Can't stop that yet. And hit Soul Flare. Okay, he has Mystical Dispute too. Is that what he has blue for? Interesting. Well, he can't Soul Flare next turn, so I might be in good shape to Mystical it if I can get it on his turn 4. Downfall? Oh, maybe those should have come out. Jesus, I have everything that should come out. Alright. Could just Thoughtseize a Soul Flare right here. Yeah, I like it. He does have double Soul Flare. See, if I just Gather the Pack, but then he can just play a 4/4 Soul Flare. Maybe I still just Gather. So then I can just beat a 4/4. Yeah. Alright. Go ahead. Could have been wrong. Maybe I was still supposed to just take Soul Flare. See, he totally missed on that first salvage. Okay. Just gonna play this, pay 2 and pass. Good news is I can counter future Grisly Salvage effects now with Veto. Sylvan Caryatid. Sure. I mean, he can just cast a Nightveil Predator, unfortunately. But hopefully I'll be able to beat that. Jace top. I think I have to just play Jace. Then let him either Nightveil Predator or Soul Flare. Yep. I gotta get this down. Start drawing cards. This way, I can't mill him. This way also, if I can potentially hit into the combo. So he'll probably just play a Nightveil, whatever. He does 3/3 Flying Death Touch Hexproof. Not scared of that at all. Plus target myself. This is looking to be an interesting one. So I know his, let's just Thoughtseize him first. Go down to 12. Might be shocking here, might not be. That's the indestructible thing, right? 3/6 indestructible, double strike. Alright, so now I just take Soul Flare. And then play this tapped. And pass. So now we know his hand is this. We can just cast this. Can't attack or block unless you control 3 other creatures. I mean, he can get to that. But I can dispute it if I want. Probably don't want to because then he can just Soul Flare it. I mean, it's kind of scary if he just goes Night Veil Predator attack me. Because I don't really have anything else going on. It looks like he's playing that thing. The good news is if I let this resolve, next turn he has to go for Soul Flare in order for this to attack, and then I can just counter the Soul Flare. Or no, I can't. If he delves everything, I can't dispute the Soul Flare. Alright, I'm going to counter it. It just does not feel good. Alright, I think I have to. Feels real bad. Double strike indestructible. This might have been wrong. 'Cause I could just let that resolve and then try to find a verdict off Jace. It's real interesting. Jace. Okay, there's Inverter. So I have another Jace and a Thassa's Oracle in the bin. And I'm definitely playing this in order so I can block. 4, 5, 6. Yes. White, white, black, black. Inverter, leave up veto. Okay. Now I think I'm in a good position to win. 11 cards in library. I didn't really look at what they all were. Not playing super tight, but that's okay. Overgrown Tomb tapped. Does he go for the double strike Soul Flare? Obviously he's going to. Okay. Double strike indestructible, sure. He attacks Jace. I think I can just let Jace go down to 1. And he's got 0 cards in hand now. Another Jace. Another Jace is actually really good. I was hoping to draw that. Plus target myself. Thoughtseize doesn't do anything. But I have 7 cards in library. Let's see, if I play a second Jace plus target myself, and he goes attack both at this Jace, I can't save it. So I think I do have to wait. See what he attacks here. Attack Jace and attack me. Attack me with both. That's interesting. I mean, my inverter is going to die regardless. So I think I just block more damage. I can win next turn, right? Potentially. I draw down to 6, and then I Jace mill draw, and then Jace mill draw, then I think I'm at 0. So I think I need another one more draw effect. There it is. Okay. Now I think he's dead. Plus mystical, nice. Blue, 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 black, Jace. This is the new Jace, right? At 4? Yeah, Jesus. Then minus. Target myself. I could have thought seized first. But we got him here. Got kind of lucky there. May have misplayed that. But we got him. 3 and 1. Let's go for the 4-1. Let's go round 5. Alright. If you're still with us, thanks for sticking with. It's the 5th and final round. We're against Duke Vitro. And I'm going to keep this bad hand. If we find a white source, it actually gets pretty decent. If not, we don't really do anything, but opponent was on the mull. We have land drops. We have good spells. We have a fair number of white sources. Another Watery Grave deck? Okay, this looks like the mirror to me. What's it going to take? Inverter or Teferi maybe? Wouldn't be surprised if he just takes 3 fairy here. But then he's just leaving us with the combo. Yep, takes Teferi. Assume he probably has some more answers. Watery Grave go. Okay, might just be against bug mid-range. Another Teferi. So he doesn't know about Swamp and Teferi here. Not going to play Thassa's Oracle yet. Definitely not in this situation. Tracker. Uro. Makes more sense. Uro into Swamp. Sure, he's got 3 cards in hand. White source. Is he going to Thoughtseize us again? Yep. Teferi's probably going down again. Yep. Okay. He's got 2 cards in hand. Dig through time. Alright. I mean, I might just go for the inverter next turn. Satyr Wayfinder. Okay. He put an island into his hand. She's probably just going to play right now. Jace Wielder of Mysteries. Okay, so this is bug inverter combo. Otherwise, why would he have this card? Unless he can just naturally mill his whole deck, but I'm almost positive he's bug inverter now. Bug inverter with Uro. Alright, I don't even want to Fabled Passage, I don't think. Just going to go for inverter here. He's only got 2 cards. And we can even just play a Teferi that we draw next turn. So I'm just going for it. Okay, our library becomes 2 Teferis. Maybe I should have cracked Fabled Passage. That way next turn I would have had 5 mana and I can go Teferi plus Thassa's Oracle if I draw Teferi. Make sure to win next turn. But I did not. See if he has a way to interact. He's thinking for a while here. If he just goes Uro, I think I'm just going for it. I die to a Fatal Push though, that's the problem. Oh, I can't even cast a fairy. What am I talking about? I have to go for it now. Definitely should have Fabled Passaged for planes there. I'm just not playing that tight. I think it's because I'm just not used to playing this deck, and I haven't played Pioneer for a while. So I'm just going for the Thassa's Oracle. Doesn't get any better to wait. I mean, I could wait until I draw both cards out of library, but I guess then the only thing I lose to is a counterspell. Or, yeah, but I don't think he has counterspells. So he exiled his Yard with Uro. And then he drew a card. Thassa's Oracle. I mean, could he have Fatal Push? Let's see if he doesn't. I don't know his last card, right? I don't think I do. So these are the cards in exile, right? Thoughtseize, Jace, Satyr Wayfinder, Brain Maggot. We're just drawing Teferi that we can't cast. You put a card on top. Alright, I'm just doing it. I don't know. Let's just go. No Fatal Push? I definitely... So if I Fable Passaged, and then I got Plains, and then I drew Fable... Oh, he has it! Okay. Damn it. He had the push. Okay, so I can attack him down to 10. So now I draw the last Teferi, and then I have to Inverter the Thassa's Oracle back on top. Man. That sucked. I really didn't think he had it. He put another card on top with Thassa's Oracle. Just getting hit for 8 here. He goes to 13. Yeah, I can't even kill him in 2 hits. So attacking was probably not good either. Ah, man, I really feel like I punted there. If I had gone Fabled Passage for Plains and then play Inverter, then my library becomes Teferi, Fabled Passage. And if I draw Teferi, I can go first play Teferi and then play Thassa's Oracle for the win. So if this gets countered, okay, it doesn't. So now I just need to survive and then have this not get countered. I guess I could have attacked again. Maybe I'm just misplaying all over the place here. Oh no, dig through time? Oh no. I just feel like I'm just throwing this one away. Although, because he's Bug Inverter, like, do they play counterspells? He knows my one card in library is Thassa's Oracle. This is really interesting. And I really feel like I punted. So if I had attacked him down to 7, he could just attack for a maximum of 8, and then he goes up to 10, and then he would die to double Inverter hit 2. So I also punted by not attacking, I think. Man. I'm not going to put Oracle in the graveyard. Just block like that, I guess. I don't want him to somehow Inverter, put the Oracle back on top, and then win that way. I'm just going to try to jam again, and I'll have 0 cards in library this time. Man, he had the Fatal Push. And I totally punted by not Fable Passaging. I was thinking, well, I don't want to draw Fabled Passage and I want to have less cards in library, but it was just wrong. So sorry for that, but maybe we'll still get lucky. He's taking his time here, so I'm not sure he has a way to stop this Thassa's Oracle. Wonder what I'd even bring in this matchup. I mean, definitely the Mystical Disputes. What is this? 2-mana Delve? This is a Collective Brutality? Uro. Sure. Alright, let's go. Can't cast any other spells. Got him. Oh, is he gonna like... Oh, Swift End? Yeah, it doesn't work. I have 0 cards in library now. I still win the game. Because if you don't have any cards in library when this goes off, is your devotion to blue greater than 0, the number of cards in the library? Yes, you win the game. It's so dumb, honestly, because if you have 0 cards in the library when you cast this, they have to counter it if the trigger goes on the stack, and they don't counter the trigger, they die. So I almost punted that one away, but got lucky to not. Okay, definitely want Narset. Definitely want Mystical. Maybe even Brazen Borrower as well. I don't think I want Supreme Verdict. Veto seems good. He's going to be bringing in non-creature spells, I think. I feel like he is going to have... I don't know if I can bring in all this stuff again. See, this is like everything I would want. Sensors can go as usual. Don't know if I have the luxury or the space to bring in all this. I mean, I can just do like this. He does have a lot of creatures. And he has Inverter plus Thassa's Oracle as well. Let's see, maybe find space for one more veto. Maybe do this again. His deck is really, really grindy. I'm not really going to be able to combo him too often like that. Alright, let's go like this. I think I want a couple Fatal Pushes for like Tireless Tracker and stuff. Totally expect him to have something like that. Alright, let's go. I've seen a lot of people, when I played against them at the GP at least, they did not side out Sensor in these Inverter Mirrors. But I think I like siding it out. You just want more impactful cards, I believe. Yeah, this hand looks good. Only one blue source for this Jace, but we are playing Esper Inverter, so is what it is. I'm surprised we won that last game. Narset, okay. Just gonna go Shock, Thoughtseize, Satyr, Wayfinder, Inverter. I think I just take Wayfinder, leave him with just kind of like a stranded Inverter. So his hand's 4 lands Inverter. It's not very good. Breeding Pool. Okay. I think I'll just go... There is a chance I'm going to need to veto. I think I'll just go Plains Pass. Next turn I can Narset. I can end of turn Opt here. I know I could have shocked in Hallowed Fountain again in case I draw Opt, or I need to draw into Mystical, but... Uro. Okay. Uro happens. We played Woodland Cemetery and Watery Grave. Oh, he's shocked in the Watery Grave. Interesting. Thoughtseize. I'm going to counter it if it is. Does he have Mystical Dispute? Looks like he probably does. Let's opt. Mystical this, please. Okay, inverter. Yeah, I'll draw that. I have a Jace. Gonna try to slam Narset here. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I mean, he might just be trying to rep Mystical or something. And even if this gets countered, I think that's okay. It doesn't. Nice. It's very good in this matchup. Yeah, I mean, Thoughtseize seems great. Just can set me up to win. I mean, I could also just take it to Fairy. Just take Thoughtseize. His hand, I know he doesn't have that much gas. Thoughtseize me, okay. Yep. Can take Jace or Inverter, Veto, Thoughtseize. All pretty bad for him. Whichever, like, it's all, like, nothing is a great take. I think his best take is probably just to take Jace. And then what? I get to go Thoughtseize, leave up Veto, and have a Narset in play? Yeah. Okay. I get to Thoughtseize away his Inverter. Just minus this. Hero's Downfall opt. I mean, he's going to get to Flashback Earl at some point. He's not too far away from that. I think I'll just still opt. And then I go Swamp Thoughtseize. Right? I think it's too greedy to go for Inverter right here. I do have a Jace in my yard, but yeah, I'd rather leave him with literally just two lands in hand that don't do anything. I don't even need to rush on this opt. Next turn I can go for Inverter if I want. I still have Veto, which is nice. Veto seems great in this deck. I am kind of liking this Esper version. Well, what is this? Oh, Jace. Okay, well, I'm going to counter it. I mean, I could have just let that resolve, I guess. I have a Narset in play, but... Alright, I think I just go opt here. I'll bottom that opt. Land, okay. Land's not great, obviously. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna Inverter. He has one card in hand and it's a land, and he can't flashback Earl right now. So let's go. This also leaves him with like an Inverter in play that he has to deal with. I could certainly lose from this position. Okay, that was the island we knew about. Thoughtseize. Sure, I'll cast it. It's a land. Kind of what I thought. I'll attack. Any card that goes to his graveyard, he can flashback Earl, but he doesn't get to draw again because of Narset. Das's Oracle, sure. We'll see if he leaves a card on top here. It'll be interesting. I don't really want that Passes Oracle to go to the graveyard either. You put a card on top. Sure. I'm probably just attacking. Thoughtseize. Not good draws there. So we put a card on top. What could it be? Don't really want him to flashback Uro, and I don't know if Narset's doing that much anymore. Just gonna keep attacking. That way I have pressure of the inverter beats. Don't send the Oracle to the graveyard by killing it and allowing him to flashback Uro. What a funny match we have here. Alright, he kills the Narset, but he can't flashback Uro yet. Opt. Oh wow, I don't even have quad blue. Jesus. Alright, I suppose... I don't even want to Thoughtseize him. I'm just going to start with Opt. Veto. That seems good to me. Actually, maybe not. Because I just don't have that much blue mana. Opt. Okay, so we know the card on top is Jace. So I'd rather not draw that right now. So I'm just going to attack. Make him deal with this inverter and then draw the Jace and try to win. Then I can even... I can't have opt up, but is what it is. I don't have quad blue. So I drew a lot of my non-blue lands. Traverse. What can he get here? 3 card types. You'll still only... Oh, you can only traverse for a basic. Oh, then he's just going to flashback Uro? Sure. He's still dead on board to this inverter. And he just conceded the game. Alright, sweet. I mean, we got the 4-1 there. Let's let Magic Online almost crash for a second here. Got a little prize. Let's see. Let me go to the deck real quick. So I think I would still want a Cling to Dust. This Teferi did work the one time that we drew it that we wanted it. I'm not sure what I would cut for the Cling to Dust though. I think you do kind of want 2 downfalls. I mean, I could go 3 Teferi Time Raveler, but I don't know if you want to do that either. I could go 3 Jace Wielder Mysteries, just because it is trip blue and it's 4 mana. I mean, maybe like Cling to Dust seemed really good there, but maybe I just don't need it. It can break up opposing inverter combos as well, which is nice. You know, I'm not exactly sure. I think you need the 4 push, 4 Thoughtseize, 4 opt. I guess you could go to 1 censor, but I'd rather cut like a clunky card like Jace. Although, again, I might rather have 4 Jace than the Cling. So, I mean, the deck felt good. We 4-1'd. Maybe another Narset in the board. These Collective Brutalities seem kind of weak. Maybe like against red, we're already doing okay just with like 4 push into the combo. So maybe we can just have another Narset. Then that's so much control hate, but we just seem to be facing kind of like the mirror and control matchups over and over and over. But this deck was super fun. I really enjoyed playing. This is youtube.com/snapbolt. And keep a lookout. I'm going to start streaming soon. I'd love to hang out with anybody watching. And thank you so much for watching. Till next time.